Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTBase.com. Welcome to a weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 14th Commitments of Traders report of 2024, and as we always do, we shall start off by looking at the largest changes in commercials net positions. Before we jump to the review, just a brief reminder for those who are new to COT analysis. Here at COTBase.com, you'll find a lot of educational material. We also have some good resources if you want to read some good articles, books. We have some useful links as well. And we offer some videos that can guide you through the analysis process, explaining to you step by step how to analyze the Commitments of Traders report. We have some useful indicators as well. I'm going to be talking about the iCOT Intraday Indicator. So if you're already aware of the Commitments of Traders report, we have developed an intraday COT indicator. Of course, it is not the data itself from CFTC. It's our own indicator using price volume data. And as you can see, it is something that's brought into the short time frame. This is a gold 1 minute candlestick chart. And these are the different signals that our indicator produces. We've got speculators, commercials. That's how we name them. However, of course, once again, it's not Commitments of Traders data itself, but we have been able to construct it in a way to mimic those movements. And as you can see, when there's a stress level that's significant enough, in this case a bearish one, we get this stripe signal. So both commercials and large speculators are at an extreme. And of course, here's another extreme with a bullish example. Okay, so we're going to show you that very soon. But before I do that, the Brazilian real is on top of our list, as you can see, based on a 52-week look-back period. We are, of course, analyzing commercials, net positions, and of course, we've got large speculators and non-reportables, or as we call them, small speculators in this table as well. Just so you know, again, if you're new, there are different COT report types. The reason I'm looking at the classic is because it has very easily understandable trader categories. Not that disaggregated traders and financial futures or commodity index traders categories are not easy, but it is the most commonly used report type, and it has the longest history of COT data too. So we analyze the combined futures and options data in these reviews, but you have the ability to switch to futures only or options only at COTBase.com. Let's get started. So Brazilian real, top of a list, 24% change in commercials net position. You can see the chain size over there being definitely larger than average. It is a bullish COT chain signal, suggesting some strengthening in the next couple of days. Switching over to a 5 years chart, you can see that both major trader categories are at roughly net zero. And if you look at this 5 years time horizon, you can see that in case of commercials, they've been building positions between 50,000 contracts net long and 50,000 contracts net short levels. So they're pretty much in between. So there's not a significant COT extreme signal to talk about. Now, that being said, this is the time I'm going to jump over to our TradingView platform and show you what the intraday indicator is capable of. And it's intraday, but I have received requests to show examples how this indicator performs on longer time frames. So this is actually the Brazilian real futures contract on a daily candlestick chart. These little blue circles are indications of when the contract is changing. So of course it's a combined chart. Now the first step you're going to do is introduce the scores. So that's kind of the basis, the foundation of the whole system. As you can see, we've got the green line, the red line, as in the case of classic COT analysis. So we call them speculators and commercials. And if we add the iCOT intraday indicator with AfterSignal to be specific, we're going to add 2. And we're going to say the first one is going to be focused on bullish signals, any bullish signal, not just the stripe, but any long. And then the other one can focus its attention on any short signals. Then this is what you get. So Coming back over here to January, you can see that there was a significant level of stress buildup in speculators, signaling the bottom over here, and then after signal showing you that it is a confirmed signal. So let's go and trade this market. It takes us up, and as you can see, it exits at a pretty good time. And by the way, we do have a sell signal as well around this top, and then of course comes down, we get another buy signal, comes back up, we get another sell signal. So it is I think a very good supplemental tool to classic COT analysis. It was created to help intraday traders. So this is a 1 hour candlestick chart, not too many signals, but the ones that are there are I think very good and effective. And here's a 5-minute chart as well on the Brazilian Real futures contract. So I think it's a good tool to supplement classic COT analysis, so give it a try if you have a chance. Back to the review and moving on to rough rice, which is our next market. We have a 19% change over here in commercials net positions. You can see we had greater than average changes in the past couple of reports without any major effect on the market. Now, you might say, oh my God, it's not working. Well, one thing you should keep in mind whenever we are getting these change signals after the market or traders are at an extreme, which was the case back in early March, February, basically the beginning of this year, signaling a top, then of course, as that signal comes to effect, we're not surprised to see the market react. And as it's doing, we're getting these change signals. Now, is this the time to say it's a bottom? No one can tell. I would definitely not say that, but this 5-year chart does help you kind of understand how far this can go. So the most bullish stress levels, if we look at an entire COT history, you can see that roughly about 5,000 contracts net long was the all-time COT extreme over here, just at that bottom in 2015. So if you come back over here on the 5-year chart, you can see that that's about 20. So 5,000 contracts net long in case of commercials is over there. So we're pretty far away from those levels. So there, theoretically, this can continue on and on and on for quite some time. So caution is advised with this signal in itself. Crude oil, Brent crude oil, 19% change over there. Bearish COT change signal coming after some successful bullish COT change signals. Moving to a 5-year chart, you can see that there's not really a COT extreme in the market as of now. So let's move on and have a look at large speculators COT extreme analysis. We have the Japanese yen on top of our list with an 873 report extreme in large speculators net positions. It's an unquestionable bullish COT stress level in this market, suggesting a bottom in the Japanese yen against, of course, the US dollar. Swiss franc is our next market. I'm expecting a very similar picture, and there it is. Not necessarily as big of an extreme, but it is a bullish extreme nevertheless, suggesting strength or strengthening coming in the price of Swiss franc. And then last but not least, we have the Mexican peso here with a 213 report extreme in large speculators net position. It is a bearish extreme, suggesting weakness in the next couple of weeks and month ahead of us. Now, of course, there's a lot to do here at COTBase.com. The reason we're called COT Base is, we base all our services on the commitments of traders report. We offer you all the COT report types, data types, special data sets to analyze. Of course, there are other markets as well. We only show a few in these free weekly reviews. We've got stock indexes, interest rates, and cryptocurrencies as well. We offer a more in-depth COT change analysis. We offer other tools to examine the stress levels in the market. So COT index and the COT move index can be added as well. Long-term trend indicator, volume and open interest score. You can do your back testing if you wanted to on reports from the past, and of course you can dig into the data even more if you select the specific market from the left panel over here. This is the Japanese yen, and there you go, a lot of data to analyze. So if you're a more sophisticated trader, investor, really interested in the nitty-bitty details, then you can actually do that here at cotbase.com. Thank you so much for your attention. I do appreciate you being with me. I hope you enjoyed my review. I wish you guys a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you in my next COT review. Take care. Goodbye.